Hello and welcome, Mirdita, Mirbrama, Mir Savini. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Thank you for being here. And today we are back with Noizy. He's got a brand new album out called Icon, and we're going to check it out. So we're probably going to give it the same service as we did to Salih the Farisi, and hopefully it's good. I've had a few people in the comments. Some have said, knowing me and the channel, I'm probably not going to like this album, and there's others saying that the first 10 tracks hip hop and rap, and I will love them. So I don't know. I'm kind of sat in the fence right now. And edhe syze që kam vesh sot janë syze 5.000 lekë nga belët. Anyways, and yeah, so apologies. They are absolutely trash, by the way. Like the inside here, like looking out, they're so scratched. It's crazy right now. But anyway, right. So we're gonna check it out. No more talking, more watching. Let's do it. We'll start off with track number 1 called Icon, self-titled. Let's do it. Let's see what it's all about. No more talking, more watching. Let's go. That is loud. Fillon me çifteli. All right, lad. All right.
Noizy, hita sa këtë strada. Ty dekada pa me buku nga veranda.
Oj.
Sultana jeni do t'i pasini banda. Leni prallat mos më bëni kishë gangsta. Ju kap shu plaka zoni I mushton si eko.
Nice.
Si jehana ma shumë quna se në ghetto. Ka mo kolla kush ka thon se ndrova stilin. Nuk ju ndjova kush ka thon se rash ka froni. Ato motra, jo fabrika, për hita, beqa kili, kur një zbita, kam do lista, kam një pista, kushton gara, hajdi nista, si një piloti, si Valentino Rossi, legend si kur toti, kuptoti dosti, shoki, unë jam personazh, autor, pana e që me kyt nal, si me pas kam qëlli me dor, unë e di prej ka komar, dhe e di se ka po shkoj, prap do jemi pari edhe nëse jet do ndroj. Nuk zoni kur bëgjeci, si ka mundsi, you get my dini amen.
Jurmaji, Noizy. That's brilliant. That's a nice way of doing it. All right, look. First off, I mean, just from that first verse, and he's basically just going straight into it, just as a reminder, like, you know, who he is and what he's sort of done. It's more like a quick overview of what he's done so far in the last like 10 years. Yeah. Let's go. Let's carry on. You want trouble from a troublemaker, basically. That's what he said. Honestly, I can't even take myself seriously with these shades on, to be honest. I'm looking at myself and it looks like I've got fucking bug eyes or some shit. So yeah, probably change for the next video. Again, I mean, even from the first verse, he's used rhymes that we've heard before, and he's used metaphors that we've heard before. Like, especially here right now, Chabon Bisha, Breti Junglus, Klusha. We've heard all of that type of stuff before. So again, I'm not going to say repetitive right now, because it's literally the first track of the album, and he's kind of setting up the scene for the rest of the album. And even flow-wise, by the way, like, let's just be honest, okay? Let's just call it as it is. Flow-wise, it's very basic. He's not, especially in this song, he's not giving anything that we haven't heard before from Noizy or from other artists, you know what I mean? Like, you listen to his voice. There's an Indian artist called Krishna, and he's very good lyrically, like, excellent lyrically. However, there is certain songs where it's like, dude, you sound exactly the same on this song as you do on a song 3 years ago. So I feel like Noizy is kind of the same, and I'm not going to use a word that people hate right now. I'm not going to use the word generic, because, like I said, it is literally the first track from the album, so it will be unfair. But again, there's certain lines, there's certain metaphors, and definitely the flow is exactly what Noizy brings on every track. Sometimes good, sometimes it's bad. I don't know. Let's find out.
Vetëm banka, prapi njëti karagjos sa kjo mama Dashpori me koka shteti Oligarka Kocum thirin Kingsin Badi hava Shpije madhe si hotel Për me folna duhet tel Sepse hi në koridore Ndoshta hum nuk di si del Ta shitoj si pasha
I mean, again, like, I don't know. Shpije madhe si hotel Për me folna duhet tel Sepse hi në koridore Ndoshta hum dhe nuk di si del. Like, you know what I mean? Alright.
Qato pi vetëm shisha Në takime shkoj me tuta Nuk makari me vesh kvisha Nuk zoni kur bi qëtësi Si ka mundësi Ju ketë ma dini emrin Shumë ma qi Se su bleni kur s'ju ngoci Të rrivet mi Po ju kërkoni bela Me një bela qi Nuk zoni kur bi qëtësi Si ka mundësi Ju ketë ma dini emrin Shumë ma qi Se su bleni kur s'ju ngoci Të rrivet mi Po ju kërkoni bela Me një bela qi
I mean, the song itself, like the instrumental, the beat itself is very, very like on the iconic scale. Do you know what I mean? It's got the horns, it's got the sort of big orchestral feel to it, and the hook goes very nicely as well. Like, you know, refrenia shum, it fits the album and the song icon. Do you know what I mean? However, that being said, I wasn't feeling the verses. It just felt like very generic verses, all right? Nothing special about them. You know, like I said, it's the same flow that we've heard Noizy use before. But like I said, it doesn't mean that I'm going to already say the album isn't good. That's not what's going to happen. I'm going to listen to it. And the thing is, there's going to be Noizy fans out there who are going to hate what I have to say, which is completely fine because I'm not going to satisfy everyone. But the problem is, like, you know, even with MC Crash and Lyrical Sun, there was like 3 songs that I just didn't feel at all. And I told the truth. And nothing happened. Like, in terms of, you know, everyone was sort of like, all right, cool, that's your opinion. We respect it. Fair enough. Which is fine. That's what I want. I don't want to get into an argument about why my opinion is right compared to yours or vice versa. You know, it's not what I want to do. So that's why obviously we'll carry on with the album and then we'll do a rating at the end or whatever. But in terms of the opening track, you know, when you compare it to the Salih and Faireezy, I mean, they opened the album with Ghetto Rhapsody with featuring Looney. Do you know what I mean? You can't get any better than that, really. Yeah, so I don't know. You let me know your thoughts about this particular track in the comments. I mean, did you like it? Did you not like it? Was it a good track to open the album with? I feel like in terms of the beats and the hook, yes, it's a great track to open the album with, but I don't know. Wasn't a big fan of them verses. Like, so anyway, we're gonna move on to the second track. Let's go.
Nuk kom frikë nëse mjefti mirë ma njeft mu tipin Dhe kom pysin për qa qëndron ti Këtë din mirë që I stand for my people Do me di për muzik si e bëj si e dal Thjesht jam I lindur Kom që si në shpirt Dhe pse zemra ka një herë e tristur Asjer s'un bi fokus Gjithka qa boju në jap që për qina s'jerin postu Ditë sot ditë që me vesh ti për menit
Right, okay, just give me 1 second here, please, all right? So I just want to go back to how we started that, and it just feels like he's fitting too many words or too many lines in a bar, do you know what I mean? Here we go.
Nuk kom frikë nëse mjefti mirë ma njeft mu tipin Dhe kom pysin për qa qëndron ti Këtë din mirë që I stand for my people Do me di për muzik si e bëj si e dal Thjesht jam I lindur
It just, I mean, it doesn't, like, to be fair, on second listen, it doesn't sound that bad, but it just seems like it's kind of like out of time, even though it wasn't, like, genuinely it wasn't. I thought it was, but then that's why I went back, and it wasn't, just sounded a bit weird, to be honest. But anyway, let's go.
Shumë njës për I nati provokojnë të me mshtinë probleme Kur I kthemet një të mënyrë si shmin më këta tu bë potere Supozo që unë jam gabim dhe dut me dyru të li far dalavere Kam halet e mija Mos më detyro
Nice. Nice. That's actually quite a decent line, to be honest. I knew it was going to be something to do with guns, and I like the way that he went straight into it.
Gjithë kom një dit këm emri shumë nalë me muzikën. Shumë të rëzun gjatë rrugës duket unë si përkas shumicës. Plot sakrifica të u përball gjatë ditës anash rrugicës. Nuk e di sa probleme shqetësime mu t'i kem shkaktu familjes. Asjen nuk dalova.
See, I think maybe a track like this could have been a good track to start the album with, because again, it's just got that sort of mention of the family and the trouble that he was getting into when he was growing up and all that type of stuff, and again, you know, putting the family through that shit.
Edhe qase ku thom ka pa dati me thon se lejoja s'kam. Stu me risi ku shje për ka vje për familjen e shok i shkritat tën. Edhe qofsh ti tën, na pa gjoqë pa tëm. Kam hallet e mija. Mos më detyrot dal nga vetja se sun brana s'perëndia. Shof punat e mija.
The thing is with Noizy, he's the type of like typical Albanian geezer, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, who doesn't feel anything like stress or fucking fear or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's typical Albanian. That's all I've got to say. Like, you'll know what I mean. If you're Albanian, you know exactly what I mean. Like, you know, where we take weakness, where we don't take kindly to weakness. Like, oh, you're a weak person. We don't like that. And Noizy gives that vibe about him, but at the same time, you know, you have to go through some weakness or some weaker moments in your life to get to where you are, to become stronger. So sometimes I wish that he'd go a little bit more into it rather than like, oh, look at me, you don't want to mess with me, I'm this guy and I don't give a fuck who you are, and oh, you know, bandat, grupat, fucking whatever it is. And again, it's just it's all well and good, because it's not like, I'm not saying he's lying or anything like that, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you need to be a bit more of a human being, as in like, you know, give me a bit more hurt, like nowadays, especially nowadays when you are massive. Like, you know, this is the time when you should be showing us a bit of your vulnerability. Do you know what I mean? Because when you're younger, if this was your first album and you're talking like this, no one would fucking say shit, because it'd be like, all right, cool, he's a new artist, this is what he lives through. But unfortunately for Noizy, you've been around for like fucking 17 years, 16 years now, since the first album in 09 or 10 or whatever it was. So, you know, we know this about you. We know this about you, Noizy. You know, we've heard enough albums, we've heard enough tracks that you've done, and we know all of this. I don't know. I mean, again, we're only second track in, so I'm not going to sit here and make a decision or a final opinion on the album or anything, but I just feel like, you know, we've heard this before, you know? Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that was all right. That was all right. But like I said, I've said my opinions on that particular track. Let's move it on to Madokani. Like this, I can see the horn. Sorry, I can hear the horn section and the orchestral instruments, and I get it. I get it. I mean, the album is literally called Icon, so you need to have something iconic in terms of the beats and the way that the intro of a track comes to be, sort of thing. But if you have too many of these grand entrances or grand intros per track, it loses the value, and then all of a sudden it changes from an album to more of a mixtape slash. Well, more of a mixtape, really, not even an EP, more of a mixtape, as in, like, you know, having different tracks in there. I'm hoping that's not what's going to happen. Let's go.
Ja për muzik se karota për lepur Keni nevoj se nuk keni kon tjetër Kena provoj se këto jena tjetër Tresha magjike sa hyni në valle Dhe kjo me një fjallë të thot krye vepër Usa të rona këto polet e tona Kush do t'i maje pak ti t'shiet nona Quna me lodra me goma Nuk bëjna zhurëm si silenziatora Sa të pa fajshë më dukeni Ta uli pak zoni se tuteni
Like, again, if people in the comments are gonna fucking be like, oh, you missed this line and this line, right? There was nothing out of that I have missed that is worth talking about. There isn't. I mean, nuk bojna zhurmë si silenciator, like, that's probably the, yeah.
Më falë që ka bëjme dhe ngutemi Marin shpe flaka një herë për nuk lutemi Mos të mu ka se nuk kena në kushëri Rima si breshër po visi një breshëri Trunin në shpesin e ekstasi Pushtova biti si dreqi në trupin e njerit Na duhet një eksosis Noizy Aj Ju ndroni gjyra si kameleona Ju tutenit vini nga zonat e tona Barbona Ku qohët ty kari takona Te lagje e jote te zyrat e prona Te babat e tezat e hallat e nona Te shokët e tu që tu ike kampiona Versillën e dali mostrinë për strofa Mostrinë për skuta gangsterat I toka Hajskën te kodrat e mali me gropa
I'm honestly right. There's always a risk, like doing an album or a track from someone as iconic as Noizy, especially in Albanian hip hop. So it is difficult to tread that line. And again, I'm not about to fucking change my personality because some Noizy fan's going to get offended or potentially Noizy's going to get offended. Like, that's not what I don't give a shit about that. I just need people to know that if I say anything bad about an artist, right, it's never personal because A, they've never done anything to me personally, and B, they're actually out there doing this, and I'm a critic, if anything, like, you know, and I don't want to be, you know, I'm not a critic in the negative sense. I am a critic. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. That's the whole point of this fucking channel, you know. Otherwise, it's just people agreeing with each other, which is boring. But I'll be honest, right? So far, 3 tracks in, I'm not. It hasn't grabbed me as much as I thought it would, to be honest, like as an album. Whereas again with Salihi and Farizi, like, you know, you listen to that whole album. I mean, the first 3 tracks were just were very, very epic. Like Get a Rhapsody, Vladi Veras, El Clasico, Du Fial, Hooligan Swag. Do you know what I mean? Diathis Vitas. These were just excellent tracks, and it was just pa 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 pa. Do you know what I mean? And it felt like an album. There's something about the production that felt like an album. This is what I mean about Noizy. Like, yes, he's got the orchestral sound and he's got the instruments and all that stuff. But again, that's 3 tracks that have that feel to it. It's like, dude, you need to give me something different per track. I'm not saying change your style completely. No, just something different. Again, a whole point of an album is to experiment a little bit with your style and take it to an extreme, not the extreme, to an extreme, like where it's bearable. It's like, oh, okay, that's as far as I can go with this project because, you know, this is what people are used to. They're not going to like it, blah, blah, blah. Whereas I just feel like with Noizy, even this Alpha album, it just felt like it was put together just for the sake of being put together. Like, I just don't feel like there was real thought behind it. And again, people will argue, oh, well, this album's called Icon, and, you know, it's about him being an icon. Yeah, I get what the album is all about. I get it, but I'm not hearing it. in the verses, I'm not hearing it. He's just repeating stuff that he's already said before. And it's like, well, that's all right, I guess. But you don't need a whole album for that. Put out like a 3-track EP. Tell me, basically summarize what you've said in the first 3 tracks and then just put it in that. So I don't know. I mean, okay.
Strinë për strofa, mos strinë për skuta, gangsterat I toka. Hajshkën të kodrat e mali me gropa. Seni të fort, jeni thjesht do aktora. Seni për jetin, një thjesht për vizora. Ne kena kujtime, ju keni veçandra. Mos ato lodhur më dukeni. Çfarë ju ka ndodhur, pse truheni? Seni të sigur qa do bëni me jetën se ju ma kushtu.
And the thing is, this is what makes an artist a good artist, really. It's like, how will they take criticism if it's going to be a case of you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, blah blah blah, you're not a musician, then unfortunately that's not really an artist. That's just a guy who's just begging to be liked. Do you know what I mean? Because again, like I've said before, I speak with Lyrical Son, and we had a chat about the album Silly and Farizi, and one of my least favorite tracks, Loco, Lyrical Son said that's one of his favorite tracks. But he didn't say to me, oh, as if you didn't like it, you don't know what you're talking about. No. He was just like, I'm glad that you didn't like it. You can't like everything. Not everything is great. Do you know what I mean? And unfortunately, the first 3 tracks so far from Icon album, they're proving that. It's, you know.
Tuat mu totali, shife sa kotani, shife sa kesh përfunduat, nuk kam me qat merem, ta shqipni pak logari, simlat ju vetëm, a nuk e kuptoni që shumet e prova bajat jam po bajagi. Kjo përgjësim ka po tepër përgjegjës dhe unë nuk e di, ju keni humbur si koha me zjetës dhe kjo mbo çudi.
I mean, that's a nice line. You lost like the Middle Ages, which is, yeah, that's all right, I guess, but...
Se ju jeni tri, këtë gar jam I vetëm për hir të vërtetës. Gjylash të pushoni ta merrni pak vetëm, kuptoni të vërtetën. Përkundrazi shumë ju ndihmova të çoheni sërish ju mbetet. As keni pak sedër, puna e soshme nuk lehet për nesër. Jam tu marr peshën prej 2008-s, që po e lopë nuk kam një zëvendës. Noizy.
I mean, come on, dude. Come on, bro. There's a lot of rappers out there who have a better legacy. Let's just be honest with ourselves, right? And again, Noizy at the beginning of his career, he was good because he was different and he brought a different style to the Albanian rap and hip hop, which that's why, you know, people liked him and, you know, have been following him since then. But I just feel like over the years, he's done commercial tracks, which is fair enough because, you know, people need to get paid. But I just don't feel like he's stepped up a level, like to another level. That's just my opinion. Like, I don't know. Every Noizy track I hear, I always walk out of it feeling a bit disappointed. It's like, you're supposed to be one of the best, bro, and you're still not. There's something missing. There's something missing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just feels like a very, very basic verses. That's what it feels like. There's no real creativity to what he's writing. And again, this is not me hating. This is me just expressing my honest opinion on the matter. And again, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to say, like, oh, you don't like anything. It's like, well, give me something fucking good and I'll like it. Like I said, Salih and Farizi album, that was excellent. I love that album. Brilliant. Go check out all the videos. I've made my feelings known. I think there's out of 5 parts, there's maybe part 3 or part 4, I can't remember which one it was, that I just didn't care for. And I said it. I just didn't like them tracks. The one with Ghetto Jeezy was fucking garbage. Loco with La Fazani, I think, not garbage, but I just didn't care for it. I thought it could have been a little bit better. I can't remember the other one because it was shit. But, you know, and that's why it's always risky to do albums like this, because guaranteed at least 2 or 3 tracks you're not going to like. And unfortunately for me, this has been the first 3 tracks of the album. I don't know. Vlasny. So we're gonna move on to the next track called Brotherhood Bros. So I don't know, man. Oh, there is a music video. Oh, that's good. Can we watch a music video? Let's go. Let's watch a music video. So right, okay, let's just find out. Let's see what this is all about, right? Probably make this the last video from this part of the video series. I'm just going to prepare myself for all the fucking hate that I'm going to get. So anyway, let's go. Who's this with? Is that his actual brother? I think that's finished by now, bro. Oh shit, that is his brother, right? Oh, right, okay.
Shkon për shok të ngusht, shok që gjyn pushk, shok për kokë që s'bëjnë mrapa kur. Ta e din kur jam siklet, kur jam në qef, unë ja ditët njëtë gjona edhe bashi kaj në mlet. Kom nga vitit të ca, apo 2000 ca, noshta datë.
Oh, right, I think that's Engli Versal, isn't it? Right, that's the producer, I think. Okay. I mean, he's good.
Jam siklet, kur jam në qef, unë ja ditët njëtë gjona edhe bashi kaj në mlet. Kom nga vitit të ca, apo 2000 ca, noshta datës e maj menë ma. Heti se kush janë ata, shok të vërtet, ata që hala kam bet, ata që se humë rrugën edhe pse nuk ishte let. Histori sa dush, dash me letër, dash me pushk, dash me hekër, dash me grusht, na gjithmon ma t'mirë në fush. Edhe vitit që kalun, vetëm data kanë dëshu, ne vetëm më përmisum, ne veç jemi përforcu. Edhe hajtë shifëm sot, edhe më thuja ka ma t'fort, edhe më thuj mas 30 vjetës, a i ketë njëtë shok. Lumë kush i ka, unë me t'jetët t'ja ma la, sa probleme kemi.
Hey, that's my boy Varossi. Yo, what's up, bro? There's a track that we've got on Varossi as well that we need to do.
Dikujt i dhem që kalaje nuk ushem, kur lekët qenë problem, me le më tash që s'jam problem. Ti pëllen si qenë, se s'kelon ven, ti shokës unë i gjenë, po ky si shfa jem. E kom sofer në mbushme edhe zemër për plot, i sho ftyrat e gzushme kur do që jemi tok, kemi miliona prona, po kush i venre, sepse shakat e tona janë njëjtë si kur dje, s'na interesën qa folin, kush ta qa tha, nëse ke diçka, qa, nëse do diçka, ha?
Again, I don't know if that, I'm not actually sure if that's Engli Versal or not. I think it is. Again, you can let me know in the comments. I could be an actor, I can't remember. Look, the meaning of the song itself, is very good. He's talking about brotherhood and the people who've stuck around him for a long time, for many years, which is, again, there is meaning behind the song. So, it's decent. It's decent, but I feel like No, it's a decent track. Like, I can't really say anything bad about it, to be honest, because it is what it is. It's not pretending to be something else, so...
Shok jom rritë me të poris, na ka boa një tanana, ma jena vlasnik. Qa dy më parja nëse s'keti dashni, rrethum me shoshni, aja. Unë me shok jom rritë me të poris, na ka boa një tanana, ma jena vlasnik.
I mean, that's the thing with, like, children of immigrants like myself, for example, whatever friends you had back in the homeland in Albania, like Tirana, for example, it's unfortunately you're going to lose contact with them over the years, and it's you're going to become strangers. Even though you were at one point you were close friends, or we were close friends, you're always going to become strangers, because that's what time does. Time passes and things change, people change over the years. So yeah, look, let me know. Probably the best track that I've heard from the 4 that I've heard so far, and you can let me know your thoughts in the comments. It's fine. You can let me know your honest thoughts. It's not a problem. Right, I'm going to go. I will catch you on the next part. And if you do want to be here for that, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell to stay alert for everything. And I'm going to go. Catch you on the next one. Until then, stay safe. Stay alert.